We got a great conversation with former Lieutenant Governor, and everyone in the province knows this wonderful woman, Judy Foote. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here with you.
We have planned this meeting several times, and it's been a loose end in the back of my mind for years. So I'm so honored to have you here on the show, on the Meetings with Remarkable People desk. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Jesse. And you know, things happen in life, and I always say there's a saying that rings with me all the time. Always appreciate where you are on the journey, because there's a reason for every season.
There's a reason for every season. So you've had some health challenges lately, and I guess we'll start with those. You've always been very open, sharing with the public your health situations and what can be learned from those challenges.
It's been, interestingly, when we retired from Government House, there were all these plans, you know, because I've worked constantly. You know, I've had an amazing career, able to do things to make a difference in the lives of others, and something that I thought, okay, now it's time probably for my husband and I to have some time together. And it was on our 50th wedding anniversary when I was kind of feeling a bit off, and I thought, we had been out with our children the night before, quiet night, in bed by 10:30 p.m. And I thought, well, I won't wake Howard, I'll just get up and go to the washroom. Well, I fell out of bed.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going, this isn't right. And Howard jumps up and comes over, and I says, neither of my legs will move. And I said, I don't know what's going on. He says, we'll call the ambulance. And I thought, no, you know, I was the most healthy person that I knew. I made a health drink every morning of my life. I walked 10,000 steps every day when I could. And I thought, no, I'll be fine. So I pulled myself into the washroom, and they arrived with the ambulance and the paramedics, and they said, Judy, you've had a stroke. And I went, come on, I could not have had a stroke. They said, yes, you have. So I lost my ability to walk.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to learn to walk all over again. And but you know, you see so many people going through so much, and it's so important to stay positive and to stay on top of it, and to engage with people who are feeling down and out. And while I was at the Miller Center learning how to walk again, there were so many people there who were having a rough time. So I kind of felt an obligation to say, look, we can get through this and stay positive and move forward. And then it was in December of that year, I had a heart attack. And I'm going, no, stroke, heart attack, what else can possibly happen? But I had one stent put in, and that was fine. And then about 6 weeks ago, I had another stroke. And you go, okay, what's causing this? But you know, it's so easy to be bothered by it and think, okay, we have to get through this. Like this can't happen again. But you just move forward, and you stay positive, and you know that you can help others get through it as well. And that's really important.
That's the inspirational piece, because I understand where you're coming from. You thinking, I'm not the kind of person that gets a heart attack. I'm not the kind of person that gets a stroke. I'm
That's
healthy.
Right.
The exercise piece is there. The diet piece is there. I am not a sick person. Why is this happening to me? So the first challenge is getting out of denial and practically dealing with it.
But you know, I had one of the physiotherapists at the Miller Center, I said to her, I said, why would I have had a stroke? Like, I'm so healthy. Why would I have had a stroke? And she looked at me, she said, Judy, you've been doing a health drink every morning of your life. You've been walking 10,000 steps every day. You kept yourself alive. I said, what a positive way to look at it. You've preserved yourself. So if I hadn't been doing that, there's a possibility I may not be here with you today.